Good morning. I just woke up. It's about 6:40. Thinking about getting up. Tired. My legs still hurt from yesterday. My ankle is feeling okay, but obviously I'm laying down and I don't have any pressure on it. I have 4.5 miles up starting this morning, where I go 2,000 feet up over 4.5 miles. Today's a relatively short day. Other than that, I'm only going like 5.9 total today, but man, that first 4.5 is gonna kill me. And it's not a shallow up. 4.5 over 4.5 miles to 2,000 feet. It could be 500 feet, a mile, which isn't that bad, but it's not. There's quite a section where I go 400 feet up over a course of like half a mile, which is gonna be rough. Good morning again. It's still May the 7th. I got up. I had a big breakfast. I'm packing up slowly. Dear Lord, I look dreadful. Gonna make Burke Garden today. But like I said earlier, that's a huge uphill the first thing in the morning. I ate a big breakfast hoping that weight carried inside your body doesn't weigh as much as weight carried on your back. So I am gonna have to try to find a little bit of resupply at Burke Garden though. Far out indicates there's a general store, so hopefully they'll have some stuff that I can carry. I was hoping that the sun would come up soon and dry off my tent, but that's the east, and I don't see any sun coming up anytime soon. Probably be 9 o'clock or so before the sun gets up on my tent. So, you can see it got a little chilly last night. So, tent is soaking wet. Absolutely saturated with water from sleeping on the grass. Just dew. Oh, well, give it a little while longer to see if the sun comes up. Also, I need to stretch my legs and feet. I'm still pretty sore. So the other hiker still hasn't woken up. He's not hiking. He through hiked last year. This year he's bike packing, just like my little brother is. But he's got the same exact tent I have. Sounds like there's a car coming. First car since my friend left last night. So I gave it an hour. The sun's finally visible. Tent still isn't quite dry, but it is starting to dry a little bit. So I'm gonna start getting up now. Looks like this area got hit by hailing up pretty hard too. I mean, I thought I was past all hailing this damage, but apparently not. So I was a bit late getting started this morning. Didn't hit the trail until 10:30, and I was tempted to just zero right there where I was and let my ankle try to heal a little, but I don't think zeroing is going to do much. I think I really it's time to get new shoes. These aren't too badly beat up. I could send them home and wear them when I'm not hiking. But as far as hiking goes, these shoes are really hurting my feet. So I think it's time for me to find new shoes, which I will be doing when I get back to Damascus in a couple days. It is the 7th, which means my headphones off. Oops. Alright, so I've come 1.2 miles, up 735 feet. I have another 833 to go over the next mile and a half. But I'm at this little spring here. So I'm going to filter some water and drink it, and then I'm also going to soak my feet for a little while, because they're killing me. Oh. Alright. Alright, we're almost up to the pond, halfway up the mountain. Far out says nearby, so we should be there in a half a second or so. Whew. Probably gonna stop and get some more water. But not a lot. Oh. Alright, just a little further. And then this last section up, well, it is up for a mile and a half. I think it's relatively shallow mile. I'll let you know for certain once I edit this. But I think it's a pretty gentle up. All right, almost there.
Picture each other, right?
Yeah. Nice meeting you.
Take one of me real quick.
All right. Hey guys, and as you can see, I'm filtering some water. Figured I'd give you a little show of what's in this area before we continue hiking up the trail. So there's a view over there, as you can clearly see, and then this way, that's the trail north, and over there is a pond. The water source the water I got, it did not come from the pond. There's a spring that you can't quite see. There's a spring next to the pond, but I went down there and got some water, filled up my Pheenox bag pretty quick off of a pipe spring, and then that's the trail heading south. Yep. So pretty view, nice bald mountain. Let's go up a little higher. Wow, it's this view. Oh man, that's spectacular. Whew. Just gonna keep getting better the higher I go. Oh, wonderful. Hope the camera does it justice. Just so beautiful. I almost stepped on a snake just now. Holy crap, it's just a garter snake. But it scared the shit out of me. Right there. He's at least 3 feet long. I think it's a garter. Where is he? There's his head. Oh yeah, scared the shit out of me. Oh man. Oh. Yeah, he's at least 3 feet long. He's a big old guy. Oh, where'd he go? Anyway, there he is. He's not moving, I just can't focus. It's hard to see him in the camera. But yeah, there he is. Look at that shit. Scares the shit out of me. He's right in the middle of the trail and I just didn't see him. I don't know how I missed him, but I didn't see him. Whew. Hi there. Hi. I just came around the corner and he jumped and startled me. If he hadn't moved, I never would have saw him. Isn't he cute? Hi there. Hi. Well, I gotta keep going. I'm sorry to startle you. You have a nice day though, okay? He thinks he's invisible, but he's not. Off he goes. That was cool. This new little cottontail rabbit. You have a nice day, okay? And yes, I always talk to animals when I see them out here in the woods. Just in case you were wondering. Well, I'm at the shelter. It's been a while since I've been. It was last year. 2013 was the last time I got to this shelter. Oh, it's an enclosed shelter. There's got a nice picnic table too. Oh, where the hell did all these people come from? I've only seen one person other than Kilt Guy in the last all day, basically. Hey, she passed me a little while ago, but these other people, I've got no idea where they came from. Land, I've never done that section.
Alright, okay.
So that'll be good this year, knocking that out. And then I'll probably try to get from Bland is probably where I'll try to get off trail for trail days.
Yeah.
But I gotta look at that beautiful view. That's Burke Garden where I'm heading down to.
Stake down your vestibule.
There's
I recommend you do.
two tents. No, you're fine. You're fine. I mean, if you can walk and run, if you want bad trail etiquette, do not make your own trail. Yes, it cut off a little bit of a switchback, but switchbacks are better for the trail. They're better on your feet, on your life. So yeah, if you see somebody making their own trail, tell them to stop it and don't use it yourself. Switchbacks really, really rock. So there's a whole bunch of old roads in this area, but that's a different subject. I'm on the AT, not the old road system. There's an old road down there, and then there's this one here. So I don't know how old it is, no way to know really, unless you're a historian. But it's kind of cool. Anyway, I'm almost to the bottom of this hill, so I'm gonna focus on getting down. Without too much flower this is, but I've been seeing it several times today on the trail. It's pretty. Well, despite sore ankles on both my dang legs, well, one's a sore ankle, the other one's a sore heel. Whatever, I made it to my goal today. Now I just have to hike down a gravel road to where I'm getting picked up. Hope I can score some town food and a little extra resupply because I'm a little light on resupply. I've got some beef jerky, 2 packets of instant mashed potatoes, and a breakfast, and that's about it. So I'm hoping I can score some town food. The far out indicates there might be a general store in this valley, but there hasn't been any comments on it from AT hikers since 2022, so it might not be there anymore. I'll have to ask. Anyway, hopefully I'm almost down to this done. The gravel road is pretty steep. I'm not looking forward to hiking back up it tomorrow. Oh, apparently the road is closed to cars, which isn't surprising because there's some washout happening here. There are truck tires, but I mean, I'm guessing you need hardcore 4-wheel drive to get up here. So, hardcore 4-wheel drive and a lifted truck as well. Or it might just be 4-wheel drive. Not 4-wheel drive, but there's tire marks here and there. But there are marks, I don't know, it's hard to tell. It might be like an ATV track or something. It's hard to tell. Anywho, I think I'm almost down. I certainly hope so. My feet are killing me. My ibuprofen I took at 9 a.m. is definitely worn off by now. Oh. Anyway, good morning. I'll talk to you later. It's May 8th. I'm back on trail, obviously. Hiking north. I got picked up last night by a former hiker named Wrong Way, and he took me back to his place, and he and his wife served me a nice dinner, chili, and then we chatted for a while, talked about their hiking stories and whatnot, and this morning they dropped me off back on the trail after a small sub resupply at an Amish market. I got a couple pounds of meat. I got a pound of meat, a pound of cheese, some dark chocolate raisins, some dried kiwi fruit, and something else. Licorice. Old-fashioned licorice. So, not bad. Prices weren't decent. I also had a chicken. The sky is looking angry, gray. I have cell phone service, so I checked the radar. It shows half an inch of rain over the next hour and a half. So, that might actually not hit me directly, but I'm not taking a chance. The sky is looking gray, and I've been hearing thunder for like the last 5 minutes. So I set my tent up. I'll wait out the rain, back up, and keep going. And I know. People are going to say that I'm a pussy, and if I get a pack cover at Trail Days, maybe I'll hike in the rain. Right now, I don't have a pack cover. If it rains hard like it did the other day, I would get absolutely soaked, and I don't want that to happen again. So I got my tent set up. I'm going to get my pack, get in the tent, wait out this little bit of rain, and then keep hiking. Less than 3 minutes after I got into my tent, it started raining. Talk about good timing and luck, because there was a flat spot. I've been going through boulder fields for the last mile. Not actual boulder fields, but big rocks all over the place. And I got to this one spot and managed to set my tent up just before the rain came. There was a bunch of big thunder a minute ago, and now the rain started. And I'm right on an exposed ridge top, so I'm glad to be down low to the ground and under shelter for this rain. I'll get up and start hiking again as soon as it stops. Boy, am I glad I made it to this campsite. Looks like the sun's out, so I'm packing up, getting back to hiking. Excuse me. Still May 8th. It's about 1:30. Packed up, and I'm pushing on. This is a pretty nice fire pit, but there's no water at this site, and the sun's out, so I'm clean to hike for another couple hours. In about 3 hours, it's supposed to rain. Maybe 4:30 or 5. Looks like 3 hours of heavy rain. But hopefully I'll be there at the shelter by then. It's only about 3 miles from here. Maybe 3.5, so I should be able to do that. I stopped at the Davis camp. The Davis Farm campsite or something it's called. But the Davis Farm campsite is a very steep half-mile downhill. 3 slanted rocky, or space for 2 slanted rocky sites. I'm not even sure why it's on the list as a possible campsite, because I can't imagine many thru hikers go down there. And the far out says the water is dry. So, Davis Farm campsite is what it's called. But that's down that way, and I stayed up here. So, just gonna keep pushing south, north. Don't know why I said south, north. So I'm up in the wilderness, and I just found this weird sign, Hunting Creek Camp. Oh, I wasn't sure which direction the trail went. It looks like it could go either. But then I noticed a white blaze on the tree down behind the sign. So I'm assuming it goes this way. I was going to check far out, but could go either way. I will check far out. That's a smart play. Alright, it's May 8th. I'm obviously in my tent. Getting ready to go to sleep. Shelter is pretty busy. I'm at the Jenkins shelter. There's a bunch of hikers here. There's tents there. I don't know how many tents around me, but I think there's at least 6 or 8 tents. So there's a bunch of hikers. But I would have liked to have pushed on a few more miles today, but I was pretty wiped out by the time I got here. The next 4.5 miles, it's 4.5 miles to the next place I could camp. And it's uphill. Anyway, the terrain didn't look great. So that's probably where I'll go to tomorrow. Push 4.5 to the river. It's 9:41, and we're starting to hear thunder. Lots of thunder. So it sounds like we're about to get rained on pretty heavy. Hard to tell for certain, of course. But I closed the rainfly on that side where my pack is. If it starts raining on, I can get this close. The side here over me closed pretty quickly. I hope. I mean, I hear drops of rain, but if it's not heavy downpour, I'm not gonna close this side because it's pretty hot today, and it'll get hot really quick if I have to zip up both sides. But definitely hear drops of rain coming down. But until it starts coming heavy, I'm gonna leave this side behind me open. It's 9:41, and we're starting to hear thunder. Lots of thunder. So it sounds like we're about to get rained on pretty heavy. Hard to tell for certain, of course. But I closed the rainfly on that side where my pack is. If it starts raining on, I can get this close. The side here over me closed pretty quickly. I hope. I mean, I hear drops of rain, but if it's not heavy downpour, I'm not gonna close this side because it's pretty hot today, and it'll get hot really quick if I have to zip up both sides. But definitely hear drops of rain coming down. But until it starts coming heavy, I'm gonna leave this side behind me open. So today is May 9th. I am still at the Jenkins shelter. I didn't hike at all today. My feet were just hurting real bad. At one point, I collapsed my mattress like I was gonna get up and pack up and go, and then just didn't do it. So tomorrow I will be hiking out of here for certain sure. I'm about 11 miles from the road. Probably can't do that in one day, but I can do it in 2. So I still have enough food to make it for 2 more days. I'm gonna have to keep going slow because like I said, my ankles are really bothering me. At trail days, I'll be picking up a new pair of shoes. Not sure what kind, probably high tops, maybe Ultras, maybe something else. I'm gonna look at a couple different brands, but I need something that gives me ankle support. I rolled my ankle twice yesterday when I was hiking to the shelter, so yeah. Anyway, I'm making dinner, getting ready for bed. It's about 6:30 now, so